What's up, everybody? This is Just Cold here. Thank you for stopping by, everyone who watched this video. I really appreciate it. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Just Cold. I have a gaming channel as well, but this right here is going to be an anime channel from now on. I'll do reviews, even gaming content that has to do with anime will be done here as well. So to kick it off, the first video we're going to do is Boruto, Naruto, The Next Generations, episode 20. So this actually is the second episode of this arc, the Naruto Ninja Gaiden arc. If you guys read the manga, you know, you're welcome to stay here. For those who didn't, I would honestly advise that if you really hate spoilers, to probably come back later. As of right now, the way I'm going about this is, since this is not new content to a lot of Naruto fans like myself, I am going to base these on more of a review system that's against what is put in the manga and what is put in the anime. So in episode 20, for instance, there is some information that was left out of the episode but was put into like the direct adaptation of the manga. I will be discussing that briefly in this episode. I mean, I'm not going to get really far into spoilers. I'm not going to go a couple episodes ahead. I'm not even probably going to go one episode ahead, but there's certain things it gives away. It's not key plot, but it's something that I feel like some people may be sensitive about. I personally wouldn't really care, I guess, but you know, like I said, if you really hate like minor spoilers, I would suggest coming back later on when we get more of an understanding of what's going on. So like I said, this is the start of the Ninja Gaiden arc. I like to call it the daddy issue arc. It seems like everyone has a daddy issue for some reason, whether it's Boruto, Sadara, Chocho for some reason. Everyone's like, hey, these aren't my parents, or hey, I don't like my parents, or hey, I don't understand something about my dad. And I don't know, it's just, I find it a little weird and funny, but it is what it is. So some general things I noticed in this episode is the animation is really crispy. I like the animation. Comparing it from the manga, it seems like a direct adaptation from the panels itself. It looks really similar to what was drawn by Kishimoto. Onto some key features that I really appreciated in this episode. First thing was Sasuke with his one-handed jutsu that he used on Shin at the beginning of the episode when they were fighting. Really like that. I don't know, I'm not really a fan of the whole one-armed Sasuke, but I mean, you have to make it work, I guess. But the one-handed jutsu, I always find it amazing that he can pull it off, and shout outs to him, I guess. The next thing I was actually kind of concerned for was the voice of Shin. I wasn't sure how they were gonna go about this, if he'd be some dull, boring robot, or if he would have some personality to him. It seems like it was a great blend that they seem to be going for in his tone of his voice and his actual voice itself. So shout outs to them. I like the voice. I was kind of worried about that, and whether it be Shin or Shin's father, I like both their voices. Another minor change that a lot of people may not have noticed is Sadara actually switching her clothes to the, I guess, the guiding outfit that she has on throughout the I guess middle towards the end of the episode. I like this outfit a little bit more. If I were to pick, I probably would stick with this outfit throughout the whole manga series and anime. As some of you may know, there's been some criticism between the way she's drawn in the manga currently, and I'm not a fan of it myself, but if I were to pick, this would be like, I guess this would be it, honestly. So like I said before, I'm kind of doing this more of as a review thing, not as a, hey, here's a summary of the episode thing. Of course, people are interested in it. I can do more of a summary. Right now, I'm just trying to keep it short and sweet at this point, and kind of just give my review of what I thought about the episode and compare it to the manga, since this is something that we actually have other source material from. So back onto the whole manga thing, I'm going to start off with comparing the things that were changed in the anime from the manga, or vice versa. Or you can't change the manga from the anime, but you know, just comparing those two different sources of material for this one story. So to start this off, in the manga, when Kakashi was called by Naruto after Naruto received his analog message from Sasuke's bird, he talks to Kakashi, and Kakashi basically says, hey, you know, if this guy has a Sharingan, then either he's a descendant of the Uchiha, or he's connected to someone. So in the okay, I'm sorry. This, if you're still here and you don't want to hear spoilers, this is where I will cut the video off. So, you know, warning right here. But in the manga, Kakashi actually mentions Orochimaru by name. In the anime, he just says someone. So I feel like they're trying to use this later on, build some suspense a little bit for, I guess, the people who didn't read the manga and, you know, not try to give it away as much. Looking back now, I feel like that probably would have been a better way to go about it, not just threw Orochimaru out there. I know at the time, the community, there was a lot of theories about who this masked guy was and why these Shanigans are appearing. And the first thing I didn't think was Orochimaru, honestly. But that's a big difference from what they have, and I'm glad they went this route a little bit more. So another difference that happened in the manga that was not in the anime, it was absent altogether, was Naruto using his Sage Mode to detect that Sadara and Chocho were behind him, following him. In the episode, we just see Shin show up. He starts to attack Sadara and Chocho. Naruto just shows up, boss-like, of course, and stops the attack. In the manga, he uses Sage Mode to sense them behind him. And I feel like this gave more of a context of, hey, Naruto wasn't just, oh, I'm happy to be here, and look, I saved you guys. It was more, hey, I was just letting them be kids and follow me the whole time, and oh wait, I sent somebody else, let me go save them. Makes more sense than him just showing up out of the blue, but not sure why they took it out. But I mean, maybe just to have more badass appeal for Naruto. And the last thing I noticed, it might just be translation errors, it might just be me looking at it dumb, but in the fight with Shin, Naruto has a conversation with Kurama, the Nine-Tails, and it seems that he lets Kurama take control of the fight and tells him, you know, not to take it too far. Kurama agrees, and that's when you see the chocolate arms reach out for Shin. So I'm not sure if this is actually Kurama taking over and Naruto, you know, letting him, I guess, stretch his legs out a little bit, stretch his tails out a little bit. But this was missing in the manga as well. So overall, I felt like it was a great episode. Things that it helped me with, I feel like, was I got a better concept of Sadara and her relationship with Naruto, how she looks up to Naruto. It kind of gave vibes of Naruto being completely mature than what, you know, he was before. At least for me, sometimes I see Naruto as just like, oh, older Naruto. So overall, I'll give this episode a maybe 4 out of 5. Yeah, I'm feeling 4 out of 5 for this episode. I really don't have any cons, which is weird for a review. Reviews, you usually have pros, you usually have cons, what you did like, what you did like. I'm not really feeling that here. I feel like this is a great episode, had great animation. It spread out the content pretty well between 4 chapters. I'm liking the way it's going, honestly. So we'll see next week. If you guys happen to stop by on this, can you please leave me some criticism? Like I said, if you want more of a review based thing, I might change it around a little bit. You know, I like review stuff, but I feel like with it not really being a story that's new to me per se, I feel like doing a review of, not a review, but a summary of play by play, what happened in this scene, what happened in this scene. I feel like it's a little stale, especially since a lot of us already know what's going to happen. So at least for this, I'm going to stick with a review for Naruto, at least for this arc at least. I'm planning on doing some Dragon Ball Super, maybe summaries for Super, with a hint of reviews, I guess. But planning on some stuff. Just let me know what you guys like. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to like, subscribe. It will help out a lot. If you want to see some video game content, I'll put a link in the description for my video game channel as well. Okay, peace.